But how you going to pay me back is half of your farm products, grain, corn, flax, wheat, milo, whatever you're raising, I want half of it in this silo, this barn that I'm building for you. So you put half of your things inside, and this is called the food surplus of America, what this farmer is making. So in this way, many of these farmers are caught, and it is better to go against the Indian, because if they don't, then they have to give up this beautiful barn that the government has made, but by use of taxpayers' money. By the way, I want to say, for me, it's a very good news. Next year, I don't pay taxes. For me, that's the greatest news. My lawyers have said, after 1992, lame deer, you don't pay 1 penny to the government or to the state. I'm not going to ask them how they did it. Have some good lawyers. But it took this long. It took me 56 years to become, to follow the road of my grandfathers. It took that long to get there, to be recognized by the government and by many of my own people on the reservations. Those of you that will travel to Big Mountain next July, and the end of July, I run the Big Mountain Sundance among the Diné, the Navajo people. So I will be there. This year I didn't make it because of the sickness in the family. One of my sons getting a hernia operation. But those of you that will be in that area, you're more than welcome to come see the Sundance. You have to tell them that Lame Deer invited you. Otherwise, security will not allow you through to come and watch the Sundance, to see for yourself what it's all about, what the feeling is. In that way, I hope that you will understand a little bit more. In January, my book comes out, finally, after all these years. Again, the lawyers are fighting. They always fight over money. The publishers, Bear and Company. But I hope that those of you that might be coming to our seminar next week, every time we have our seminar, it snows, and so it's about getting ready for it now. So as soon as that old man up there finds out Lame Deer's running a seminar, it's going to snow. So far, I'm hiding in these buildings. So. But it's been a lot of rain everywhere I went this year. Every place. Even South Dakota, we got so much rain the turtles almost drowned. And every Sundance in South Dakota it rained, except Crow Dog's Sundance. That's beautiful. It didn't rain on us, so we had to go swimming. In all the years of traveling here And being here, I recognize a lot of faces. And I'm glad that you come. But if you asked me the name, I wouldn't remember, because the names don't fit the person. I might have a definite name for you, and I might be calling you somebody else. But a lot of times you receive a name, it doesn't fit you. It was like I was given the English name of Archie. Oh. I was so ashamed of this name, because nobody on the reservation was named Archie. Then the second name I given was Percival. I said, oh my God. So what a name, I wondered if my mother hated me that much to give me such a name as Percival. And I changed it to Percy because I heard somebody else's by that name. So if somebody else got it, it must be somebody, might be other people with a name like this. So I traveled, and my grandpa, when my mother died, my mother told my grandfather, one day he will find out what his name is, who he is. And I forgot about it. Until about 6 years ago, I was teaching in France. And I was teaching the Celtic people. And I do this about every 4 months. Those Celtic people are a little behind. So I go there to teach. And there's 2 druids there. And these druids came and said, after 4 days of listening to me talk, giving ceremonies and teaching them, one of them says, where did you get this name Archie? I said, my mother gave me this name. No, he said, it's a French name. As a matter of fact, it's Celtic. He said, but we want to know what this initial P, what is this P? So I said, it's Percival. And I thought they were going to start laughing. But instead they put, each one put 7 oak leaves on my wrist. And they held on to my hands and they put oil on my head, here. They prayed with me. They said, you know who Percival is? I said, no, I don't know who Percival is. I didn't have this European education, so I don't know who Percival was. I didn't even know who King Arthur was. But then they start talking about all these people, and just 5 years now I've been teaching. 6 years now I've been teaching in with the Celtic people in France. In this time, my daughter and I were privileged to pray at the tomb of Merlin. I know who Percival is. It took me a long time. And we prayed at the fountain where he taught. And it was a great honor for me to learn about the Celtic people. This year we brought a young man who's learning to be a druid. A young man in his 40s. We invite him to the Sundance for the first time. And we felt that this is the first European man that's ever been invited.